What if I told you that your morning toast, your favorite sandwich, or that nightly indulgence could be quietly sabotaging your manhood? Hi, I'm Dr. James. I've spent over 30 years as a urologist walking side by side with thousands of men, most of them over 60, helping them reclaim what many thought was lost forever: their vitality, their confidence, their intimacy. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You see, many men believe their fading desire or weaker erections are just the price of aging. But that's not the full truth. In reality, the real culprit often lies in something far more fixable: blood flow. More specifically, blocked or damaged penile blood vessels. When blood can't circulate freely, when those tiny arteries are inflamed or stiffened by years of poor diet and stress, the body simply can't respond like it used to. It's not that your desire is gone, it's that your body can't carry out what your mind still wants. That's where senior health gets overlooked. We talk about heart health, cholesterol, maybe even memory. But what about circulation to every part of the body, including where it matters most for feeling alive as a man? Here's the good news. There's a natural, gentle path back, and it doesn't require pills, prescriptions, or invasive procedures. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple morning drink, made from ingredients you can find in any grocery store, that has already helped thousands of older men improve blood flow, restore energy, and reconnect emotionally and physically with their partners. So, whether you're 60 or 80, it's not too late to feel like yourself again. If this topic matters to you or to someone you love, hit that subscribe button. Comment below with a 1 if you're ready to take charge of your health again. This is about more than performance. This is about presence, power, and possibility. Let's begin. Let's take a closer look at what really happens inside your body when arousal begins. Because behind every strong erection, there's one crucial element: blood flow. You see, an erection isn't just about hormones or desire, it's a vascular event. When you're aroused, your brain sends a signal that tells blood vessels in your body, especially those leading to the penis, to relax and open. This process is called vasodilation. It's triggered by a small but mighty molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is your body's natural green light. It tells your smooth muscles to loosen up, allowing blood to rush into the chambers of the penis. That surge of blood is what creates firmness, strength, and duration. But here's the catch. As we age, our ability to produce nitric oxide declines. Why? Well, the reasons aren't mysterious. Years of eating processed foods, chronic stress, lack of sleep, and sedentary habits start to take a toll. The inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium, becomes damaged. And when that lining breaks down, your body can't produce nitric oxide the way it used to. The result? Narrower vessels, less flexibility, and weak or inconsistent erections. And this is where so many men over 60 get discouraged. They assume it's just age, that nothing can be done. But that's not true. The real issue is poor circulation. And unlike age, circulation is something you can absolutely improve. In fact, this is where senior health strategies truly shine. With the right nutrients and natural habits, you can support healthy nitric oxide levels, repair your blood vessels, and see real, visible changes. Because better blood flow isn't just about sex. It's about brain clarity, heart strength, and waking up each day feeling alive. So now that you understand why blood flow is the foundation, let's move into the natural tools you can use to rebuild it, starting with one surprising ingredient that acts like nature's own circulation booster. Ready for it? Let me ask you something simple, but powerful. When was the last time a salad changed your life? For George, a 68-year-old retired engineer, it wasn't some miracle pill or expensive procedure that brought his energy and confidence back. It was a daily bowl of fresh spinach. That's it, spinach. And the transformation? Real and measurable. Here's why this leafy green is a game changer for senior health. Spinach is one of nature's richest sources of natural nitrates, compounds that convert into nitric oxide inside your body. And if you remember from earlier, nitric oxide is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. More blood flow means more oxygen, more nutrients, and yes, firmer, longer-lasting erections. But the benefits don't stop there. Spinach is also loaded with magnesium, which helps regulate testosterone levels and supports muscular function. And it's rich in folate, a B vitamin that promotes healthy blood and keeps your cardiovascular system sharp. For seniors, these nutrients are gold. They're not just about function, they're about quality of life. Now I get it. Salad doesn't sound sexy, but think of spinach not as food, but as fuel, the kind that keeps your heart beating strong, your brain clear, and your body responsive. And unlike a quick fix, the effects of spinach build over time. Day by day, meal by meal, your blood vessels get more flexible, your energy rises, and the morning starts to feel a little more hopeful. So, instead of skipping that side of greens, double it. Drizzle it with olive oil, squeeze some lemon juice, and let your body soak in what it's been craving, real nourishment. Because the truth is, the smallest changes can unlock the biggest shifts in your health. And spinach is just the beginning. Up next, we'll uncover a vegetable often overlooked, but with the power to outshine even spinach when it comes to circulation. Let's talk about beets, the ruby red root that's earned the nickname, nature's nitric oxide bomb. Let's talk about a root vegetable that doesn't get nearly enough credit, beets. Now I know what you're thinking. They're messy, they stain your hands, and they're not exactly a dinner favorite. But if you're over 60 and dealing with low energy, poor circulation, or declining intimacy, this humble root might just become your new best friend. Here's why. Beets are one of nature's richest sources of dietary nitrates, even more potent than spinach. Once inside your body, these nitrates convert to nitric oxide, the very same molecule we discussed earlier that helps your blood vessels relax and expand, promoting stronger, more consistent blood flow. But there's more. Beets contain a compound called betaine, which plays a crucial role in reducing inflammation and protecting the endothelial lining of your arteries. That lining is like the control panel of your circulatory system. When it's healthy, everything flows better. When it's damaged, blood flow suffers, and so does performance. Let me tell you about Gerald, a 72-year-old retired grandfather. He felt sluggish, disconnected, embarrassed. Pills didn't work. He thought maybe he was just too old. But when he started drinking fresh beet juice every morning, something shifted. After just a couple of weeks, he told me, "Doc, I feel like the lights turned back on." His mornings were energized, and he felt a renewed confidence, not just in the bedroom, but in life. That's the beauty of food-based healing. It doesn't just target symptoms, it revives your whole system. And for senior health, circulation is everything. From your brain to your toes, and yes, your intimacy too. Beets are easy to work into your routine. Juice them, roast them, blend them. They're not a miracle pill, they're better. They're fuel for your blood, your heart, and your manhood. And next we'll meet another ingredient, one that doesn't just support blood flow, but helps your hormones rediscover their rhythm. Let's talk about asparagus. Next up, we've got a slender green spear that's more powerful than it looks, asparagus. Most people see it as just another side dish, but for men over 60, especially those navigating the shifts of aging, asparagus may quietly hold the key to renewed vitality and connection. Why? Because it targets two of the most overlooked factors in male sexual health: hormonal balance and vascular pressure. Asparagus is rich in vitamin E, often called the sex vitamin. This potent antioxidant not only protects cells from damage, but also plays a direct role in the production of testosterone. For men in their senior years, this is big. Testosterone isn't just about libido. It fuels motivation, mood, and that inner fire that makes you feel alive. But that's not all. Asparagus is also packed with folate, a B vitamin that supports the production of nitric oxide. Yes, that same molecule essential for relaxing blood vessels and allowing blood to flow where it matters most. Now here's something most people miss. Asparagus has a natural diuretic effect. That means it helps your body shed excess fluid, which in turn reduces the strain on your heart and blood vessels. It's a quiet ally in keeping your cardiovascular system running smoother. Let me share the story of Thomas, a retired Navy veteran in his late 60s. He was feeling foggy, disconnected, like his spark had dimmed. At first he was skeptical, but after adding steamed asparagus to his dinners just 3 nights a week, he felt a shift. Clarity returned. His body felt lighter. He told me, "I didn't just feel better in the bedroom. I felt more present in every moment." For men focused on senior health, asparagus offers more than just nutrients. It offers renewal. And when combined with the other foods we've explored, spinach, beets, it forms a powerful trifecta for blood flow, hormone balance, and overall vitality. But there's still one more piece of the puzzle we haven't discussed yet. Something that doesn't come from your plate, but from the sun. Let's talk about a fruit that's as ancient as it is powerful: pomegranate. Yes, it's technically not a vegetable, but when it comes to supporting blood flow and hormonal balance, it absolutely earns its place in this list. Pomegranates are loaded with antioxidants, especially polyphenols, that help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in blood vessels. Why does this matter for senior health? Because inflamed arteries are narrow, stiff, and unresponsive. Exactly what you don't want if you're trying to improve circulation, energy, or performance. But there's something even more remarkable. Studies have shown that pomegranate juice can naturally boost testosterone levels in both men and women. That's a big deal, especially for seniors. Because testosterone isn't just about sex drive, it influences your mood, motivation, mental clarity, and even bone health. Let's take the example of Carl, 71, a retired high school football coach. He started drinking half a glass of fresh pomegranate juice daily. Within 2 weeks he noticed something different, not just in the bedroom but in his overall mood. He felt more engaged, more present, and surprisingly, more hopeful. As Carl said, it wasn't just about desire, it was about feeling like me again. So if you're looking for a naturally sweet, powerful boost to your vitality, don't overlook the pomegranate. Just make sure it's 100% juice with no added sugars, or even better, eat the seeds fresh. Your arteries and your confidence will thank you. And there's one more leafy ally we haven't talked about yet, one that often gets overshadowed but delivers results that speak for themselves. You've probably seen arugula tossed casually into fancy salads, often called rocket in some countries. But don't let the name fool you. For men over 60, this peppery little green is a nitric oxide powerhouse hiding in plain sight. Here's the truth. Arugula is one of the highest nitrate-containing vegetables on the planet. Yes, even more than spinach or beets. And if you've been following this video, you know how vital nitrate is. It converts to nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels, improves blood flow, and supports strong, responsive erections. But it also improves brain clarity, energy levels, and heart health. Core pillars of senior health. Now, what makes arugula special is how fast it works. Because of its high nitrate content and easy absorption, some studies suggest improvements in vascular response within hours of consumption. For active seniors looking for a quick and natural boost, that's hard to ignore. Take Leo, 66, a recently retired pilot. He began adding a small handful of arugula to his lunch wraps and dinner salads. Within days, he said his afternoon slumps vanished. He felt lighter, more energized, and, his words, more in command of myself. No pills, no side effects, just food doing what it was meant to do. So, the next time you're at the store, reach for that bag of arugula. Toss it in a smoothie, pile it on your sandwich, or saute it lightly with garlic and olive oil. It's simple, natural, and incredibly effective. And now that we've rounded out your plate with 5 of nature's most powerful tools, it's time to wrap it all together and talk about how to use them for daily transformation. There's a common mistake many men over 60 make, and it's not about what they're eating, but what they're missing. You could be eating all the right foods: spinach, beets, asparagus, doing light exercise, drinking water, but if you're still feeling sluggish, unfocused, or like your energy just isn't coming back, there's one overlooked nutrient that could be the reason: vitamin D3. Let me tell you about Frank, a 73-year-old retired carpenter from Michigan. Frank came to his doctor frustrated. He was eating clean, walking daily, even doing breath work in the mornings, yet he still woke up foggy. His libido, gone, his strength, fading. He said, "Doc, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but something's just off." After a simple blood test, they found his vitamin D3 levels were critically low, despite being summer. Why? Because as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight. A man in his 70s produces about 1/4 of the D3 a younger man can from the same amount of sun. On top of that, most seniors spend more time indoors or cover up when they go out. The result? Low D3 equals low testosterone, poor blood flow, and reduced nitric oxide production, the trifecta for weak erections and low energy. But here's the beauty of it: it's fixable. Frank began taking a 2000 IU daily vitamin D3 supplement paired with 15 to 20 minutes of gentle morning sunlight. Within 2 weeks, he reported waking up earlier, thinking clearer, and feeling a quiet confidence he hadn't felt in years. Within a month, he noticed something else. His morning wood returned, firmer, more consistent. Vitamin D3 isn't just for bones. It activates circulation, boosts hormones, and supports senior health in ways most people never realize. So if you've been doing all the right things but still feel off, check your sunlight. Check your D3. Because sometimes, the key isn't more effort. It's just better support. Now that we've filled in the missing link, it's time to bring everything together into a powerful, simple plan. Let's move on to next part. Take a deep breath with me. Now let's look back at what we've uncovered. Because the journey you're on isn't just about stronger erections or more energy. It's about reclaiming something deeper. Your confidence, your presence, and your belief in what's still possible at this stage of life. We began with a truth that too often gets overlooked in senior health conversations. Your blood flow is everything. It powers your brain, your heart, your intimacy, and your will to live fully. And here's the beauty, it's not out of your control. Look at the tools now in your hands. Spinach, rich in nitrates, unlocking nitric oxide, giving your vessels the freedom to flow again. Beets, the crimson root that powers circulation and clears inflammation at its source. Asparagus, quietly restoring testosterone, detoxifying and helping you feel light again. Pomegranate, sweet, potent, and proven to protect your vessels and revive your masculine fire. Arugula, a peppery leaf overlooked by many, yet one of the most nitrate-dense foods on Earth. Vitamin D3, the missing spark that brings it all together. Hormones, mood, drive. These are not supplements you'll find in a plastic bottle. These are nature's answers, simple, affordable, and incredibly powerful, backed by science, validated by experience, and most importantly, ready for you now. And what does this all lead to? Not perfection, not overnight change, but progress. One spinach salad, one morning walk, one glass of beet juice, one choice to believe you're not done yet, because aging isn't closing a door, it's opening a new one. You are not too old to feel love, to chase vitality, to live connected, curious, and proud of the man you're becoming. So here's my call to action, not as a doctor but as someone who believes in you. Start small, stay consistent, and above all, believe in your body's ability to heal. If this message stirred something in you, hit like, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a comment, I'm in, so we know we're not alone on this road, because better senior health is possible, not someday, starting today. Let's walk it together, one step, one meal, one choice at a time. You've got this, we believe in you.